Just arrived in Glasgow at Hampden Park. It wasn't a bad drive actually. It's taken me about an hour and a half, which for this time of the morning is pretty good. And it's been a really quick journey because I've been listening to an audiobook, which is something that I do when I travel. I spend a lot of time in cars and trains and planes, and for a number of years now I've been a big Audible fan. So today I started a new book which is called The Shoe Dog. It's the story of Phil Knight, the founder of Nike. So the good thing about the traffic being light is that I get to Hampden nice and early. Behind me you can see the pitch. Saturday is the Scottish Cup final. Celtic from Glasgow playing against Aberdeen. A lot of my friends from Aberdeen, I lived there for 10 years, will be coming down to this. Big day out for Aberdeen, they haven't won the cup in a long time. Kind of hope they do on Saturday. It'd be nice to see one of the smaller teams, although they won't like me for saying that, win the cup. Have to capture this moment because
Indeed.
Here I am in the room at Hampden. Look, it's Geoff Nicholson. It's only Geoff Nicholson from the Success IQ podcast. I mean, not me, it's Geoff Nicholson.
Indeed, and there's Ali.
How are you?
Very good, very good. And you're going to be on a live broadcast later on.
Come around quickly.
You've just been nominated.
Oh, brilliant!
Right,
Fantastic.
well done,
I look
yeah.
forward to that.
But hang on, there's not just me. There's also.
I know. Look, I mean,
How can I compete with that intro?
two for the price of one. It's Roger. It's
Hi, Ali.
only Roger Edwards. You're talking about keeping marketing simple.
No BS marketing.
No BS.
My favourite subject.
There's so much BS marketing out there, isn't there? Okay, that's the talk done. Seemed to go well. Had a full house. In fact, there were people standing, which is really good. Time to head to Dundee. So, made it to Dundee. I'm at the university. I'm going to catch up with some work. This afternoon I'm going to go to the Degree Show. I've got a meeting first, then I'm going to go to the Degree Show. I'm going to show you around the Degree Show at Duncan of Jordanstown College of Art and Design. If you've never been to a Degree Show before, it's where the graduating students show their work. An amazing few days. It's actually on here in Dundee for a whole week. It runs until this Sunday. You can come visit it until 8 PM at night. It's open from 10 o'clock in the morning. Just a brilliant opportunity to see the quality of work that our graduate students produce. Hope you enjoy it.
At the end of the design process, it ended up being just like a little aluminium.
That's nice. It's
aluminium.
really nice at that size, isn't it? So, what was the inspiration?
With this?
Yeah.
Just like
How did you
geometric
get
shape.
from a large device to small and dynamic and?
Well, I had a look at the geometric shapes.
Okay.
And because I was using the square and the half hemisphere
Yeah.
to create the design of the lamps, I was like, oh, maybe I should use the cylinder for the shape of the button.
Yeah.
So, because I like minimalist design, but I find it very difficult to design minimalist products. To design simple objects is very hard. Okay, so simplicity, okay, sounds simple, but actually is the hardest part because it's difficult to design objects which are simple. Okay.
So that was Hampden and the Degree Show. Had a great chat with Alberto in Social Digital. You've seen Alberto on the vlog before. Super young man. Off to Milan now to study a Masters in Design. Really excited to see how he develops. Quick update on the startup front. Last week the big event for us was we opened the bank account. I had been quite critical of the approach from RBS because they wanted me to make a phone call to open a bank account rather than fill in forms. However, we had the call at 10 AM in the morning, and by 4 o'clock in the afternoon I had an email from them with the bank account number, the sort code number, and all the stuff I needed to know to operate the account. That's pretty cool. That was pretty quick, and it means that we can move forward with the business now. We've done a few other things, mainly content for the website, but the good news is that we're on track, hoping to launch mid to end of June, and quite soon I'm going to be able to tell you what the business actually is and what it does. It's been a good day. I need a beer. Yeah, you'll sort them out today.
I'll fight against it. I'll fight against it, as always.
Knock them out. Class.